Hello and welcome to the lesson Health and Diseases. And in this section, we will be learning all about non-infectious diseases. Diseases are of three types. They are infectious, non-infectious, and present-day diseases. In the previous videos, we learned about infectious diseases and about modern or present-day diseases. And in this video, we will be learning about non-infectious diseases. So what are non-infectious diseases? Diseases which do not occur through infections and body contacts are called non-infectious diseases. The opposite of infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are caused when we get in contact with other people. Non-infectious diseases do not occur through contact with someone else. For example, cancer, which is uncontrolled abnormal cell growth, diabetes, a disorder caused when glucose level cannot be controlled, and heart diseases caused when the efficiency of the heart decreases. So in this unit, we will be studying mainly about cancer, diabetes, and heart diseases. The big C or cancer. Uncontrolled and abnormal cell growth is called cancer. A group of cancer cells is known as a malignant tumor, and cancer can occur in the lungs, mouth, tongue, stomach, breast, uterus, skin, and blood. So when there is abnormal cell growth, okay, those group of cancer cells come together, then it is called a malignant tumor. And these are the different organs in which cancer can occur in the human body. Some of the symptoms of cancer are chronic cough, hoarse throat, difficulty in swallowing, incurable scar and inflammation, lumps in the breast, or unexplained weight loss. Suddenly you will lose 3 or 4 kilos of weight in 1 month. Or you might have a chronic cough, continuous cough for a long time. Your voice changes because there is a hoarse throat. There is difficulty in swallowing, or there is a scar that is not getting cured, or some inflammation or swelling. All these are symptoms of cancer. The reasons for cancer: consumption of tobacco, gutka, smoking, too much junk food, and alcoholism, lack of fiber in food, and heredity. So we may get cancer because our parents had it, or we don't eat enough, balanced diet without fruits and vegetables. We may consume too much of tobacco or alcohol. Now, controlled balanced diet helps to prevent some cancers. And physical exercises and modern treatment can cure cancer. One of the ways to find out that there is cancer is a CT scan or an MRI scan. So huge machine like this, in which your body enters into that and they scan you fully, and they come to know whether you have cancer cells or not. Then a mammography, where the lump from the breast is taken and checked to see whether it's an ordinary lump or it's a group of cancer cells called a malignant tumor. The next way to find out about cancer is where you take a big needle, poke it into the tumor, take out a little bit of it and check it under the microscope, and that method is called a biopsy. To cure cancer, there is a very method going on at the moment, that is chemotherapy. And with that chemotherapy, there's so much of medication going into the body. A person who has cancer can lose all his or her hair due to chemotherapy. And there are many other side effects of chemotherapy. Other ways to cure cancer is radiation therapy or surgery, where the infected organ, the organ which has cancer, can be taken out by operating. Okay. Now, avoid addictions like tobacco, smoking, alcoholism should be avoided to stay far away from cancer. The next non-infectious disease, diabetes. Okay. Now, in our bodies, we have liquids called hormones, which are occasionally put into the blood. Now, there is a hormone insulin, which is produced by the pancreas in the human body, and this hormone controls the level of sugar in the blood. Now, if there is less insulin, this glucose or sugar cannot be controlled. So when we eat something which has a lot of sugar, the sugar level goes high because the insulin is not there in enough amount. This condition is called diabetes. Now, what are the symptoms? If you frequently want to go to the washroom at night, obesity means putting on too much of weight or sometimes losing a lot of weight could be some of the symptoms of diabetes. And the reasons are many. Could be that we got it from our parents, that is heredity. Obesity when you very fat, lack of exercise, and mental stress. These are some reasons for diabetes. Proper diet, medicine, and exercise under a doctor's supervision helps to keep diabetes under control. Okay. So we must not think that, okay, we have got diabetes, so we'll eat Karela and, maintain our diabetes. It is a very dangerous disease, and therefore we need a proper diet, medicine, and exercise, only what the doctor tells you to do. And that is the way that we can keep diabetes under control. Now, India has the most amount of diabetes patients, about 7 crore patients. Now you see the heart. The efficiency of heart decreases due to decreased blood supply. Because there is decreased blood supply, the oxygen is decreased and other nutrients supply to blood vessels also. Then what happens, because there is not enough blood supply and not enough oxygen, the heart has to pump more and do more work. Now, when the heart is continuously pumping and doing more work, it causes a stress on the heart. And this could be the cause of a heart attack. Now, when there is someone who has a heart attack, we call 108 in India for an ambulance. Now, so symptoms of a heart attack. Severe chest pains, pain in the shoulder, neck and arms, cramps, biting like feelings in the hand, uneasiness in the chest and sometimes tremors, shivery feeling. Okay. What could be the reasons for a heart attack or heart problem? Smoking, alcoholism means too much of alcohol, diabetes. So you see, diabetes also can cause a heart attack. Hypertension, that is high BP, can also cause a heart attack. Being too fat, lack of exercise. Being too fat is obesity. Heredity means getting it from your parents. Mental stress, anger, anxiety, all these could be reasons that a person gets a heart attack. Now, there are some misconceptions about any sickness. Misconception means people have their own ideas about things. Now, each disease has a specific scientific reason. All through this chapter, you have been learning about Salmonella typhi, Aedes aegypti, and other viruses and bacteria. So you know that every disease has a scientific reason. For example, heart attack could be heredity, diabetes could be, because of obesity, lack of exercise. So there is a reason. These diseases don't happen because of curses or because you hate someone or someone has cursed you. Therefore, we must know that only medical treatment and not magic can cure diseases. Now, heart diseases, these are some of the ways in which heart diseases are treated. First is a bypass surgery, then an open heart surgery where they cut you open, take out your heart and try to repair what is wrong with it. A pacemaker could be installed, so that pacemaker is a machine which helps the heart to pump well. Stents could be installed. Okay, so wherever there's a blockage, a small stent is put there to open up that blood vessel, the artery, so that blood can flow properly. So that these stents can be installed. Heart transplant in some exceptional cases where the person's heart is so weak that that he or she has to get someone else's heart, someone else who donates a very healthy heart, and that is called a heart transplant. And angioplasty is when you repair some of the blood vessels which are not working 100%. Now, we must remember to continuously shake the patient's shoulders. Try to get the patient to be alert. Keep the patient on his back in a horizontal position on a hard surface and perform compression only life support. Okay. Then press the center of the thorax at least 30 times at the rate of 100 to 120 strokes per minute. So if you know what you're doing, these are the things to do when there's a person who has a heart attack. Just a very normal first aid. Misuse of medicines. Now, we are saying that when we are sick, we have to take medicines. But some people misuse medicines. They don't know how to take medicines. They should be only taken with a prescription. Overdoses may affect our bodies. Overdose of painkiller affects the nervous system and the excretory system. Antibiotics overdose may lead to nausea, that is a feeling of vomiting, stomachache, dysentery, rash, white patches on the tongue. So any medicine that we take should be taken by the doctor's prescription only. Okay, and antibiotics, we should be very careful to take them only when it is absolutely needed. Now, there is another thing called generic medicines. Now, they are also known as general medicines. They are manufactured and distributed without any patent, meaning these general medicines are made and distributed without somebody owning them, without somebody saying that, okay, this is my medicine and I want the money for this. There is no patent for it. Okay, they are at par, means on line with, equal to the quality of branded medicines. Branded medicines are those which are made by big companies. So these generic medicines are at the same quality with the branded medicines. Production cost of these medicines is very low due to fewer expenses on research as their formula is readily available. So what do? Now suppose there is Crocin. Okay, now Crocin is a branded medicine. So they already know what is the chemical formula and what it is made up of. So they don't do research. They don't have a patent. They are not, they produce it at a very low cost, name it something else and sell it as a generic medicine. Okay, so we are getting, almost 80% discount on generic medicines. See this, a branded medicine could cost rupees 85, whereas the generic medicine is costing only 25. Okay. Another thing that affects us and that non-infectious disease part is the lifestyle. Now, lifestyle includes the daily routine and type of food we eat. Staying in bed late, lack of exercise, frequent changes in meal timings, eating junk food are the reason people are falling sick often. So now, especially during the coronavirus, we don't have to get up, run, get ready, have our baths and run off to work in the crowded trains. We are not doing enough of exercise. We could be staying in bed late, not doing any exercise again. Every time eating at different times, eating a lot of junk food, and therefore people are falling sick. To prevent this, people should follow a healthy lifestyle, sufficient sleep, yoga asanas, exercise, etc. Pranayam and yogasana should be performed under expert supervision. So, we should not just do whatever we want to do. Okay, we should learn to do this yoga in a proper manner. Okay, or sometimes we have videos that are there on YouTube and other places, so we can just look at those videos and learn how we can breathe and the positions that we can take and do yoga well. Another very important aspect, blood donation. So 300 ml blood can save one precious life. Okay, so this is how people come very happily to donate blood. Okay, one can save the life of 12 persons if you donate blood 4 times a year. So a healthy person can donate 4 times a year and can save the lives of 12 people. World Blood Donor Day on the 14th of June. World Health Day, April 7th. And now you find out World Heart Day and World Diabetes Day.